What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Movie Pod. We just did our Road to Fast X, The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift review. And now we're on to Fast and Furious 7 review, my second favorite Fast and Furious movie after the original number 1, 2001. But yeah, my name's Isaac, joined by Joseph, our co-host. And yeah, we've been doing this little series, Road to Fast X, where we are reviewing all the Fast and Furious movies before 10. 10 comes out tomorrow. We were a bit slack, so we're, kind of speed running, catching up on all these. Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. We've been on top of it, mate.
4 Fast and Furious reviews coming out tonight. Tokyo Drift 7, 8, and 9. But hey, that's right. That's right. I got school tomorrow. It's currently 11 p.m. She'll be right. 7. My second favorite Fast and Furious movie. From basically the emotion. And yeah, looking at the critic and overall review from fans, it's 81% Rotten Tomatoes, which is very good for a Fast and Furious movie. 81%.
Yep.
And then for audience, it's got 82. So it's, a critics and audience agree for once. The action is cool in this movie, don't get me wrong, when Dom and deepfake Brian, jump out of that skyscraper. That's cool in the red, whatever they're in, red supercar.
It's a Leinecken Hypersport. I might be wrong.
Something like that. That's cool, but it's just that ending where they drive off separate roads, go different ways. This is the ending for me for the Fast and the Furious, just like Star Wars 6, Return of the Jedi is the ending of Star Wars for me. This is the ending to the Fast and Furious franchise for me. It is such a good ending. They should have ended it here. Not just because it was a great ending, but also in respect for Paul. 8 and 9, they've missed their charm having Paul in them, I don't like them. And so 7, the last one with Paul, even though we didn't complete the movie, it is so special. It's one of 3 movies I've cried in. And the See You Again, it's just so emotionally touched and felt. I love it. The deep fake is pretty damn good. There are, the scene where they're jumping out of the skyscraper, that's by far where it looks the worst. But the end of the road when they, they drive separate ways, the deepfakes there's great. And obviously they got Paul's brother, Cody Walker, and Caleb Walker to help do that. And they're also, Cody and Caleb are returning for 10 to,
That's his
do
name.
some scenes for that. It's a good movie, we got Deckard in it. We got basically the whole crew, except Han. They, they cross it over with 7, with Tokyo Drift at the start, as we were saying last review, Tokyo Drift review, and they make it so Deckard Shaw hit Han, and then also, when Dom gets that message, well, the bomb goes off that blows up their house that they're still currently rebuilding at the end. No, they finished rebuilding it at the end of 9, eh? Well, it's nearly done.
Yes?
Yeah. It's a 2.5 hour movie. It's solid. I just love the ending. They made a bucket load of cash off Paul's death. That hurts me. $1.5 billion. And that was because Paul Walker died. That's why. It did not make $1.5 billion because it's a Fast and Furious movie. It made $1.5 billion because people, all the news, Paul Walker died in a car crash. Let's go see his last movie. That's why. And 8 fed off his death as well. 8 got like 1.2 billion, and then 9 got like 700 million. So it's going back down again to regular Fast and Furious numbers. But damn, did they freaking... that annoys me. It annoys me. They just freaking made so much money off his death. And I hope they took that in a good way. I hope they took that in a good way there. You could say they did, because the Fast and Furious 10, the budget is the second highest budget of a film ever. Second highest budget. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So you could say, they kind of...
Yeah.
But then again, I think I know the reason for that, because I think could be how they rewrote the third act, or it's coming together right now. Third act of the film was rewrote when the new director took over from Justin Lin. and then the budget went up a few weeks later, like to the public. It got announced the budget went up. Could that third act include? Because we know Hobbs is in it.
I was about to say this.
It's The Rock's paycheck. Because the third actors rewrote was that third act to fit in Hobbs in there, but then the budget went up so they could pay The Rock. I think that's what it could be.
I definitely think so.
Yeah.
It's the most. It is the most likely option.
Yeah.
That it was.
I mean, they would have offered him a bucket load to come back, especially. I mean, I guess Vin and him would have settled their beef. Vin tried to settle it like 2 years ago, but The Rock like ghosted him. Yeah, literally. Yeah. 7. What do you think of 7? It's just so emotionally felt with me, though.
It is that's probably the biggest thing. Is that it does have so much emotion, and
the ending
like
is so
the entire cast member, the entire cast is so heartfelt.
Is real.
And
it's real. It's not acting.
Yeah. But they don't like it's. I think they do really good because of everything that happened, and obviously there's no big sad thing that happens in the movie. So it's hard to direct, like to push that sadness into your acting, and I don't know. I think the movie has its issues. I don't love the ending, like the whole Vin dies and then he's like, "Oh, I'm alive."
Wait, what?
In the car park, when the car park is like exploding.
Oh, right. I thought when you said the ending, I thought you meant that.
No, the actual ending.
The ending to the climax of
the third act.
Yeah. Right.
It's like, I feel like if the movie wasn't driven by Paul's passing, then I don't think the movie would be as good as what it is.
Definitely.
I think.
I mean, it was totally different.
Him passing gave all of them a lot more incentive to to like give him a good send off.
Yeah.
And yes, like it's an action movie. It's not a racing movie. It's another action movie. That's fine.
Yeah.
We've come to expect that. Like The Rock just flexes a cast off his arm and has a minigun.
The Fast and the Furious is not a street racing crime movie.
No, Vin throws a bag of grenades into
it's an action series now.
Into a chopper jumping out of a car, like like jumping off a thing in a car. It's all like crazy and it's cool.
The Dubai stuff is cool. I do like the Dubai scene, like when they're in Dubai. It is cool. It's definitely not Fast and Furious, but as number 7. Then
it's more Furious than it is Fast.
That's why it's just called Furious 7.
Oh yeah, I suppose so. I don't mind the them jumping out of the plane. Like, I understand it's a crazy scene, but it's a fun scene. Roman, obviously.
Yeah. Jumping out and then
being that
Roman doesn't
being that comedic relief.
Yeah. I love Roman.
Yeah, you gotta love Roman. But yeah, I think it's still up there. It's still a great movie, but it's just it's heavily influenced, and it's
just that ending for me, man. I love it.
Oh, 100%. And I think that ending is perfect. You couldn't ask for anything better, realistically.
It's the end of the franchise for me. That's where it stops. You know, these other ones are just, I don't know.
It's where it should stop.
They should have. I don't know if they're going to be able to do a better ending in that. And 12, I guess now. 11 was originally going to be out. Well, 10 was originally. Then like, oh, we need to do 2 parts for finale. Let's do a number 11. And then the other day at the premiere, they announced number 12. I get it's never stopping, dude. It's never stopping.
No,
we're getting.
They have to eventually. 50. Vin's just getting too old. They're all getting too old.
What the frick is there to do in 12? We have 3 more movies to watch. We have got 10 and then 11 in 2025. I don't know, and I don't think they're going to be able to do a better ending in 12 if that is the ending. If they say that's the final ending, I mean, they've said that before, but if 12 is the actual ending, there's no way they can top the ending of 7. It has to be very similar. It has to be all of them having a street race. It's got to be Dom, Brian, Letty, Mia, Roman, Tej, all having a street race, and bring back what's her name from Too Fast, Too Furious.
Giselle? Not
No,
Giselle.
No, not Monica. How am I forgetting? You know who I'm talking about?
From 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't think of her name. For the life of me, I can't think of her name.
Suki. I was never gonna. Suki. Bring back Suki.
Oh, Suki. I thought you were talking about the
cop.
I thought you were talking about the UC, the undercover cop.
Yeah, no, sure.
I thought that's who
Suki.
you're talking about.
Suki.
No, Suki. Bring Suki back. Suki's a real one.
Mate, Carter Verone is the villain of 12. That's how Suki's in it.
Yeah, and Henry Cavill will be his son or like his brother.
Well, he's in 12, Henry Cavill. So apparently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Henry Cavill will be his brother or something.
No, we don't.
No.
Maybe he is Carter Verone.
No, he'll be No, but Henry Cavill is so English, it's not funny. So he'll have to be an English villain. It'll be like
no, don't make him a villain.
Cypher.
Oh, Cypher. Freaking kill her.
Oh. She's lived longer than any villain should have.
Nah, 12 should.
She was an 8.
Yeah, should have died in 9. Yeah. But 7, I just love the emotion in the end, bro. It's freaking hard to hold back tears, and it's a stacked cast. I mean, it's got all the OGs.
Brie Larson's in there now.
Brie Larson is what in 10? Oh yeah, she's in 10.
She's Mr. Nobody's daughter. Is she not?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, she's Miss Nobody.
Yeah.
Miss Nobody.
Yeah, that's what I liked in That's what I did like in 7. I did like the introduction of Mr. Nobody. He was quite a cool character.
7. Samuel L. Jackson is in 7.
What?
Google casting is wrong. It says Samuel L. Jackson is in 7. I'm sorry. Now I'm curious. Fast and Furious 7.
It's actually just me.
L. Jackson. Wait, is he? Can you remember?
No, he's not in it.
He's not in it. No, he's not.
He's
Fast
not.
is wrong.
He's not. Google's just weird.
Google is wrong.
Of course, Google is wrong. It's Google. Anybody can put it in there.
Dude,
people made it so Hugh Jackman was in the Endgame cast.
Have you
as Wolverine?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got so hyped because I saw a thing. It was Hugh Jackman's in Endgame, and I'm like, oh my god! Not an Endgame.
What if people did that for the SO show with Hayden?
Well, we know he's going to be in it.
Yeah, true.
What do you
we
mean? I mean, we're getting live action Ahsoka versus
Yeah, true.
Vader, so I like to think
Force
so.
versus Anakin, but this we're not talking about, so we agreed.
No, Star Wars.
My bad. 7. What do you give it out of 5?
4.25. I think it, like,
5
the
out of
more
5.
and more you watch it, you have to accept, like, as much as it sucks, looking at its issues, if you ignore the issues, if you ignore issues in a movie you love so much, then you can't appreciate the movie properly.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's better to admit the flaws and
it did
appreciate the movie anyway than to ignore the flaws, if you know what I mean.
I do agree.
I hate hating on it, but
it handled Paul Walker's death very, very well. It's probably one of the greatest movies to handle a actor's death.
and I think it's one of the best endings of a movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Like so heartfelt.
Definitely.
See You Again was at the top of the charts for like 4 months.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Puth and Wiz Khalifa. Round of applause to you two.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That song is iconic.
They did that, bro. They made it emotional. Yeah, 7 is a 5 out of 5 for me. Just that ending, dude. It's one of the best. It's probably
Yeah, I can.
probably my second favorite ending to a movie. I'd have to
I can.
think.
I'd say it's up there
I would
for.
have to think along a lot. But
I
it's up
think
there. It's up there.
it'd be
Return of the
third for
Jedi, best
me.
ending ever.
It'd be fourth. It'd go Revenge of the Sith. I like Revenge of the Sith more.
Right?
No, Return, Revenge,
Oh.
Rise of Skywalker. I'm kidding. We watched that the other day, guys, and it's new Isaac. It's Isaac's new favorite Star Wars movie.
Shut the fuck up. No, I dislike it even more. I thought going into that movie, I would, maybe like it a little bit more, but I'm not.
I didn't like it more, but I understood it more. I understood what they were doing more. I didn't like it anymore, and the plot
it
holes
still doesn't
that I
really
forgot
explain
about.
why Palpatine is back. It's just little things now, little bits of each Star Wars media are trying to explain.
It reminded me why I disliked the movie.
Our mate was so.
Don't
was so confused.
I'm gonna stroke him out when we go. I'm gonna choke him out when we go on holiday.
He gave it he ranked it 6th on a Star Wars ranking. So we showed our friends.
He needs to rewatch 5.
He does. We showed our friends Star Wars for the first time, and I documented it on Twitter. So go over to Twitter to see all his rankings for it. I documented everything, all his thoughts after each movie.
Did you ask if you could do that?
I didn't include the videos. Don't worry.
Okay.
I just was like,
still.
Yeah, don't worry.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Now he knows. Yeah. So you want to see what he thought of each movie? Go over this.
I've seen them.
Yeah. I'm talking to the audience. I'm not talking to you, Joseph.
Okay. Okay, I get it.
But yeah, no, 7's great. We know talking about Star Wars. 5 out of 5. It's a great ending. But continue. What are your favorite endings? You go Return, Revenge.
Oh no, I was joking. I can't think of it. I think Endgame has to be up there.
I don't remember.
Cap giving away the shield. And finally getting to dance.
That's bullshit.
What do you mean?
Endgame's overrated. Endgame sucks. Infinity War is better.
Shut up. Yes, I agree. Revenge of the Sith's better than Return of the Jedi. So what?
What?
So what?
It's a bit. It's got better
Yeah, but my point is,
no,
you could just be. I don't know. Infinity War's better. Doesn't mean the ending's better. Even though Infinity War's ending is peak as well. Like them losing. Oh my god.
Exactly. Anyway, I need to rewatch it.
But no, Endgame's is kind of nice.
I can't watch Endgame again. Fucking Fortnite's an Endgame. Thor is sitting on the couch playing Fortnite.
Yeah, I think Endgame's only good up until the third act.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's not good up until the third act.
We get to the end game. Till we get to the end game.
But no, the ending of it's good too. But I think that deserves a shout. So does Infinity War. But
yeah, fair enough.
No, 7 is just like full of emotion. But
yeah, it is.
If you don't look past, if you can look past the actual story, which is a little difficult, but
if it is emotion, bro. As I said in the last review, emotion does it for me. Emotion does it for me.
Yeah, it's not that easy for me. I look at the movie. I love it the first time. I love the emotion for the first time, but once you rewatch something, you're cunning.
Just like a prime example of emotion does it for me is freaking Obi-Wan and Vader fight in part 6 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. That shows shit. But in the moment, just wait till we see Anakin Force Ghost in Ahsoka. Just wait. We got to. Dave will do it, right? Maybe saving it for his movie. No, please don't. Can't wait that long. Anyway, what do you guys rate Fast and Furious 7 out of 5? Where do you rank it? Do you think it, emotionally does it well? Do you think it's a good ending? How do you feel about, the deepfake pull? Because I know a few people don't like it. Yeah.
I actually didn't notice it that much.
I only did. I mean, you can in this one scene, pause this standing on the side, literally an NPC. Because they can't really do much with him. And then the scene when they're jumping out of the skyscraper, I can tell But the see you again, no,
Yeah.
that's very good. They did very, very good then. Yeah, guys, what do you think of it? Let us know what you think. And on to Fast and Furious, the fate of the Furious Fast 8 review right now.
Duel of the Fates?
Duel of the Fates. The fate of the Furious. Duel of the Fates. Yeah. Alright, adios. Bye-bye.
Bye.